Hi, I'm Renee from Simple Heresy, and today I'm going to talk to you about some private collections or personal information collections you can keep in your bullet journal. As you can see, this isn't really my bullet journal, and that's because what I'm sharing with you is of a private nature, and I'm not going to share that private information with you. So I've made some mock-ups, and hopefully that will help me illustrate what I'm talking about. So here are two ideas, actually one idea in two separate spreads. These are medical information sheets, and you can keep these for your kids or for your spouse or for yourself or for your significant other or for your parents or for anyone in your care. And that way when you take your bullet journal with you to a doctor's appointment, you can write down the date, the reason for the appointment, what you talked about, any vital statistics, and you'll have that information about your child or whomever whenever you need it, and you can refer back to it. Am I really doing the things the doctor asked me to do? Am I watching to make sure the kids get less screen time? Am I paying attention to this? And then when you go back to the doctor's appointment, next time you'll have this as a reference. Did I really do these things? Is that why things are the way they are? Really handy to keep inside the bullet journal. You can also keep addresses. I have some people that I mail Christmas cards or birthday cards to, and that's it. And so I only use their address once or twice a year. When that happens, I can't remember it, so I keep it in my bullet journal. It's easy to find. Also, purchases can be kept in your bullet journal. What you purchased, where you purchased it, and when you purchased it. That way, 29 days later, if there's no tracking updates, you can contact the company and say, hey, what's going on? You can save so much money this way. Passwords are a thing that people go back and forth on. Do you want to keep your passwords in your bullet journal? Some people say yes, of course, and some people say no, not at all. If you choose to keep your passwords inside of your bullet journal, I've got a simple suggestion. Do not keep your username or your account numbers with your passwords. Instead, list where the password is useful, what the password is, and when you changed it. That way, if you log on or try to log on and it says your password was changed 3 weeks ago, you can look back and say, no, it wasn't. Contact the company and tell them that you've been hacked. These are prescriptions per person. I write down what the prescription is, when they started, when they stopped, how many refills they have, and where to get the refills. If they have 4, I'll write down 4, and then I'll go get that refill and mark it out and write down 3, and get it, and then mark it out and write down 2, and then 1. And when they've completed the entire prescription, you can just mark the whole thing out. That way you can keep record of it, but it's not taking up space in your head. Finances are another thing that people go back and forth on keeping in your bullet journal. I don't personally keep my finances in my bullet journal, but if you decided to, this is a way you could. You could the date, the amount in or out, and a running balance. Then you can highlight how much you have in your bank before you pay your bills, after you're paid. And if this number keeps getting bigger, then you know you're doing something right. And if this number keeps getting smaller, then you know it's time to kind of cut back on these withdrawals. Last but not least, I have a negativity vortex. Now, I'm all about gratitude, but sometimes I have a negative tape on repeat in my head, and I have to get it out. If it's so freaking noisy, or if I'm upset about my sloppy handwriting, or am I the only one who knows how to wash a dish? There are 1,000 little things that can get stuck in my head, and I find that if I write it down, I get it out, and then I feel a lot better. Not just because it's out, but because I've pinpointed the problem, and I can find a solution. So these are the negativity voice in my head and the vortex I get sucked into sometimes. And these are the fixes. This is what I do about it. So if it's really, really noisy and every sound is just grating on my nerves, I can put on headphones and solve half the problem just like that. If I'm upset about my sloppy handwriting, I can practice. If I feel like I'm the only person who's washing dishes, I can ask for help. And so these solutions really help me get rid of that negative voice in my head that just nags and never goes away. So that's it for today. I hope you like what you've seen. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you're thinking. And thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.